Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath. These are the latest arrivals from Imprint. This is their October wave. It is currently November as I'm recording this video, but it's just arrived because it had to come all the way from Australia. For complete Imprint coverage, please see the playlist right here at Cereal at Midnight. We've covered every single Imprint release to date. I'm the only person that's done every single Imprint title to date. So this is a big deal. I have taken the shrink wrap off of this stuff, but I have not looked at any of this. I wanted to save that for when the camera was rolling so that we could sort of experience it together. We're kicking it off. I'm going to do these numerically. Kicking it off with number 356, Suspiria. Now this is the quote new version. This is the 2018 version on 4K. We got a 4K disc with an audio commentary, 2 Blu-rays. One has the making of Suspiria. You know what? Here, rather than read all this to you, I'm going to hold that up and let you see it for yourself. And for more information, you can always go to the Viavision website, which I will link to in the description of this episode. What is under... Let's see what's under this. Is that okay to... Yeah, okay. I saw a couple of... I saw at least one thing here that I probably should not show to not outrage the YouTube, the gods of YouTube. Here's our two. Here's the 4K. Here's the Blu-ray package. I'm going to see if this has any sort of reversible. It sure does. It's got that art we were just looking at. I think that's okay. And you have to check, too, because for the reversible art, because this is a black case, and that's not going to show through. So you have to be looking for it. And here's the other one. What do you guys think about the 2018 version of Suspiria? You know, everything gets updated, refreshed, remade. Okay, so that was just the first of many titles in this particular wave. We move on to number 357 and 358. This is the Blair Witch Project collection. It's got the Blair Witch Project and Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. So it's the first two. What's that? 98 to 99 and 2000. It was 1 year off. I remember my Blair Witch Project experience when this was new. We all knew, we were like, it's not real, right? Like, it's not really a found footage thing. But at that time, it could have been. We just weren't sure. I'll hold that up and let you freeze that and read all of that. And even though, like, I saw it on opening night with some friends and didn't think I liked it. And then I went home. I lived sort of in sort of a rural area at that time. And I just remember it was like 1 a.m. and I was walking up to my front door and, you know, all the lights are out and I heard an owl going like, ooh. And I was like, I better get in the house pretty quick. It's just interesting how even if you don't necessarily believe or whatever, it can still kind of get in your head and make you uneasy. What do we got here for the Blair Witch Project? We've got an audio commentary with the author, Matt Blasey, the author of 8 Days in the Woods, The Making of the Blair Witch Project. That's new. It's a lot of new stuff here. Again, holding this up for you to read it. You know what? Let's do Blair Witch 2 at the same time. And I also briefly dated a girl around the same time whose little sister or niece, a child in her life, had seen the Blair Witch Project, too young. And there's a line in the Blair Witch Project, like, what did you do with the map? It's like, it was useless. I kicked it in the river. And the kid had picked up on that, and she would say, it was useless. I kicked it in the river. And that stuck with me for 25 years now, 24 years. It's just funny. Antichrist. Can't show all of that artwork. You can imagine. You can use your imagination. You can also go to the Viavision website and see it for yourself. This has a bevy of special features here. What all we got? Oh, that because I haven't looked at all this stuff either yet. There's the Antichrist, the regular, the Blu-ray case. Yeah, I'll show that. Let's see. Audio commentary by the editor. Oh, Kat Ellinger. Visual artist Madeleine Le Dispenser. Audio commentary by Lee Gambin. Lee Gambin, wow. It's a 2022 audio commentary. Lee Gambin and critic Sally Christie. Because Lee Gambin is no longer with us, but his work continues, even now continues to show up on new releases all throughout this year. The Divine and the Diabolical in Alberto De Martino's The Antichrist. Video essay by Rachel Nesbitt. That's, okay, a lot of stuff. I'm going to put this here. We're moving on. Superstition. You should have believed. No one survives. What do we have here? We've got audio commentary by Justin Kurzweil, the author of the teenage slasher movie book, Slasher Fantastico, Superstition and the Supernatural Slasher. That's a visual essay by Kat Ellinger. Lake of Fire interview. Okay. Death Valley. I haven't seen this movie in years. I remember liking it. It's Peter Billingsley, the little boy from A Christmas Story. This was 82. Was this before A Christmas Story? It's around the same time, but it's obviously sort of a thriller. And that's pretty. I remember this video long before I saw this movie. I remember this video art. Child in Peril, right? That's always especially if you see those as a child, that sticks with you. Audio commentary by director Dick Richards. Sliced and Spliced: The Rise of the Slasher Subgenre and Fall of the Studio Slasher Film. That's a video essay by film historian Jarrett Gehan. Strings and Screams is an interview with composer Dana Kaproff. What does our interior artwork look like here? All right, this is a big one. This is the piece de resistance for me. This is the directed by Roman Polanski box set. Bitter Moon, Death and the Maiden, and the Ninth Gate. Beyond that, it's also got a feature-length documentary, if memory serves. Let's see here. Yeah, Roman Polanski, Wanted and Desired. Audio commentary by the director, deleted scenes. Friends and colleagues talk about Polanski. This is very interesting to me because obviously Polanski is a very polarizing figure. We're not going to get into it here. This is not the place to get into it. He's done some things. He's made some really great movies. He's made some decent movies. He's made some bad movies. But he's a very divisive figure because he's done some things that were... He committed... There's crime there, okay? And he has fled to where he can't be persecuted. Prosecuted is the word. Where he can't be prosecuted for the crime. There's some bad. There's some real bad there. And do we dismiss the art because of the artist? That remains the question. I'm glad that Imprint has put this box set out. I'm not excusing anything. I believe both things are true. It's actually the book about Chinatown, The Big Goodbye, really breaks down. And I always say this anytime I talk about Polanski. The author of that interview about the making of Chinatown was asked, Roman Polanski, genius or very terrible person, and he was like, both. It's not one or the other. Both of those things are true. And anyway, I'm glad this exists. So we've got 3 classic 90s films from the controversial director Roman Polanski presented in this 5-disc collection packed with brand new special features and a 60-page booklet and the documentary Roman Polanski, Wanted and Desired. So Bitter Moon has a new interview with the actress Emmanuelle Seidner, and The Ninth Gate, a movie that I don't particularly care for. The Ninth Gate. I like the idea of some of these movies, but I don't think they hit. They don't click with me. The Ninth Gate, and even a lot of Polanski's work as we go further into his career just doesn't quite click with me, but the talent is there. You know what? Rather than read all of this to you, I'm going to hold that up. I know that's very fine print, but remember, you can go to the Viavision website and you can see all of this for yourself. What's under here? Interesting quote. My films are the expression of momentary desires. All right, what do we got here? Here's our book. Here's Bitter Moon. Here, I'll do these one at a time. Bitter Moon. There's the features. What do we got in here? I mean, that's an iconic shot from the movie, too. Death and the Maiden. Sigourney Weaver, Ben Kingsley, Stuart Wilson. Wow, look at Sigourney. And The Ninth Gate. Wow, this has the most features here, I believe. Look at all of this. That's a ton of stuff. It's a whole disc of features there. Wow. Okay. I like the idea of, like, you know, the secret world of occult books and that sort of a thing. Roman Polanski, wanted and desired. The truth couldn't fit in the headlines. This is going... I have not seen this. This is going to be interesting. We do have some features here as well. Again, to me, this is the piece de resistance. This is the belle of the whole ball. Not because it's so commercial, but because it's the one telling... It's the one with the journalism telling the story of you know. Here's our booklet. I love it when Imprint includes booklets because I love text about movies. I better make sure that all this is okay to show here. Lots and lots of text. I'm always looking for ways to initiate feedback. How do you feel about separating the art from the artist? I think a lot of you guys are okay with it, but I know there's also people that are like, I can't watch movies by this particular person anymore because of what they did, and I totally understand that. I have people I can't watch. Knowing what I'm saying about Roman Polanski, I have people that I cannot watch. And it's not even necessarily because of terrible things that they've done, just who I think they are, not liking people, not wanting to watch them. The Baron. I believe this is Imprint Television number 10. We also have 12, 13, and 14 over here. I'm not sure I don't remember which one 11 was, but of course you can find it out on the Imprint website, the Vivision website. These are the feature films for The Baron, a 3-disc limited edition restored feature film box set of the ITC action classic The Baron. I'm not familiar with The Baron. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen any episodes of The Baron. We got The Man in the Looking Glass and Mystery Island and 3 episodic versions. Okay, this is a lot. Let's see what's under here. Interesting. I don't know if these are in any sort of order. The Man in the Looking Glass. Mystery Island. I love the art on this. Very evocative of the mid-60s. Was this 1966? And then the third disc here is Sue Lloyd at ITC with these productions included. What's the years here? 64 to 68. Oh, an episode of The Saint, Department S, The Baron, and Gideon's Way. And then we have a book. This book, I love these little letterbox size, not quite, but almost, booklets. Full of text. We get episode guides. We get real meaty, weighty histories of the productions themselves. That's a good thing for me. Wow, it's a lot of text. Usually we even get into the marketing in the back. Very, very nice. Beautifully done. Which way is right? Okay, almost done. Last thing here. This is the TV Movie of the Week Collection 1, which is exciting because that means there's going to be more to this line in the future. Amanda Reyes is jumping and doing handstands right now because of this. We have The Deadly Dream, Baffled, and Scream Pretty Peggy. Now, I've seen Scream Pretty Peggy. I like it. I don't think I've seen the other two. There's a lot of features here. I'm sure we'll see more of this as we go through these discs ourselves. But let's find out what's under this. Oh, it's like an old TV guide page. That's cool. That's really well done. What are they saying about this? Often headlined by the big names of Hollywood, this first collection features 3 suspense classics starring Bette Davis, Janet Leigh, Lloyd Bridges, and Leonard Maltin, Vera Miles, and Susan Hampshire. Okay, we have The Deadly Dream. You know, Lloyd Bridges at one point became so associated with comedy films that I think a whole generation forgot that he was a serious actor for a long time. Baffled. This is a very interesting artwork. Leonard Nimoy, Susan Hampshire, a diabolical vision into a world of black magic coming to a television near you. Interesting. Sometimes these were written and directed by people that are notable as well. You know what? I'm not even looking at the special features. We got, for this one, 2K presentation for 35mm. Audio commentary by Amanda Reyes, Dan Budnick, and Nathan Thompson from the Made for TV Mayhem Show podcast. Amanda Reyes is a friend of the channel. I've done multiple commentaries with Amanda Reyes. She's been on here on my channel 3 times, I think. Anyway, cannot speak more highly of her. So for Baffled, we've got 2 viewing versions, the extended cut in the theatrical aspect ratio, and then the TV cuts in the 1:3:3, the square frame aspect ratio. So that's interesting. So they released this in theaters in some places, apparently. Audio commentary by Jonathan Wood and ITC historian Rick Davey. Psychic restoration, a look at the challenges overcoming and grading and restoring this new imprint edition. Baffled. Okay, very cool. Very, very cool. Last but not least, Scream Pretty Peggy. Yeah, this is an interesting one. College student and aspiring artist Peggy takes a housekeeping job at a mansion where sculptor Jeffrey from That Girl, it's the guy from That Girl, lives with his elderly mother. Things get strange when Peggy discovers a third resident. Okay, it's maybe telling too much. Audio commentary by Steve Mitchell and Howard S. Berger, and then a TV spot for this one. She's got Bette Davis eyes. That is awesome. So these are all available right now thanks to Imprint. Viavision is the parent company of Imprint. Somebody's going to ask, do these play on a Region A player? Every Imprint release, 364 plus all the TV releases, have they're all region free. They're all region unlocked for anybody anywhere in the world to be able to watch. I appreciate covering these. I want to know which ones of these you guys are interested in checking out, and continue the conversation in the comments below. Thank you guys. Remember, links in the description. Take care. Till next time, I will catch you later.